Hey everyone, welcome back to the Coding Expert channel. Did you get this email? If yes, then this video is definitely for you. If you're an Apple developer or a content streaming provider using FairPlay Streaming, this update is something you cannot afford to miss. Apple has officially released FairPlay Streaming Server SDK 26, and it comes with important security upgrades, interface changes, and critical support deadlines. Let's break it down. What's new, what's changing, and what action items you need to take right now. Before we dive into the update, let's quickly recap what FairPlay Streaming is. FairPlay is Apple's digital rights management (DRM) technology, used by apps like Apple TV+, Netflix, and Disney+, to protect premium video content from piracy and unauthorized access. In simple terms, it ensures your video can only be played by authorized users and on authorized devices. If you're managing a streaming service, FairPlay is the technology that keeps your revenue and your content safe. Now, here's what Apple's email tells us and why it matters. Apple says, FairPlay Streaming Server SDK 26 is now available. This release includes important security enhancements and interface updates. That means this version isn't just a minor tweak, it's a security-focused release that strengthens how encryption, key management, and playback authorization work. Although Apple hasn't publicly detailed every internal change, we can expect updated cryptographic algorithms, improved certificate validation flow, and possibly a refined API structure for easier integration with newer platforms like tvOS 18 and iOS 19. The email highlights 4 critical points, and here's what each means in practical terms. 1. Effective immediately, you can only generate new certificates for SDK 26 and SDK 4. Means if you're setting up a new FairPlay server, you cannot request or generate certificates for SDK versions 5 to 25 anymore. Only SDK 26, the latest, and the legacy SDK 4 remain valid for certificate generation. That's Apple's way of pushing developers to move toward the latest, most secure version, 2. Starting September 2026, Apple will no longer provide technical support for SDKs 4 and 5. It means after September 2026, Apple's developer support won't help you troubleshoot issues on SDK 4 or SDK 5. So, even if your system still runs, you'll be on your own if anything breaks. That's a clear timeline. You have less than 1 year to upgrade. 3. Existing deployments will continue to function, and existing certificates will not expire. It means, if you're already running FairPlay SDK 4 or 5, don't panic. Your current streaming setup will keep working. Your certificates will remain valid, and playback won't stop. However, without future updates or support, your platform might become a security risk over time. 4. Update your deployment to benefit from the latest security enhancements and interface updates. It means Apple is emphasizing the sooner you upgrade, the safer your system. You'll get stronger encryption, improved key handling, and better performance with newer client SDKs on iOS, iPadOS, and macOS. Why this update matters? This update is not just technical, it's strategic. For OTT platforms, educational video apps, or enterprise content systems using FairPlay, security breaches can lead to content leaks and licensing violations. Using outdated SDKs means compliance risks with studios and distributors. New Apple devices might not support older SDKs smoothly, causing playback issues. So, migrating early means smoother performance and guaranteed compliance with Apple's future ecosystem. Action items for developers and teams. Now let's talk about what you should do next. Here are your clear action items from this update. 1. Plan your SDK upgrade download. FairPlay Streaming Server SDK 26 from the Apple Developer Portal. Set up a staging environment to test integration with your existing playback clients. Verify your license and encryption key workflow after the update. 2. Audit your current FairPlay setup. Identify which SDK version your current system uses. Check all FairPlay certificate expiration dates and their associated Apple developer accounts. Document all endpoints communicating with Apple's FairPlay key servers. 3. Coordinate with your DRM and playback teams. Ensure the Player SDK on iOS, tvOS, web is compatible with the new server SDK 26. If you're using third-party DRM partners like EasyDRM, ByDRM, or CastLabs, check their support timelines for SDK 26. 4. Update your CI/CD pipeline. Automate deployment for new FairPlay configurations. Validate encryption and decryption logs in pre-production before going live. 5. Communicate with content partners. Notify your content licensors or studios about your upgrade schedule. This reassures them your platform meets Apple's latest DRM and compliance standards. 6. Timeline reminder. You can continue generating certificates for SDK 26 and SDK 4 only. Support for SDK 4 and 5 ends September 2026. Mark this in your roadmap. You can learn more and get official documentation on developer.apple.com streaming FPS, or check the Apple Developer Portal for SDK 26 release notes, API changes, and migration guides. If you're unsure about migration strategy, contact Apple Developer Relations through your Apple Developer Account dashboard. Final thoughts. Apple's FairPlay SDK 26 is a security-first upgrade designed to keep your streaming platform future-ready. Delaying your migration may seem harmless now, but as 2026 approaches, you risk losing support, compliance, and potentially access to new devices. So don't wait. Plan your migration early, test thoroughly, and stay protected. That's it for today's Apple Developer Update. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your team or other Apple developers. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay updated and keep building amazing experiences for Apple users.